Top 5 AliExpress gadgets for $1. Let's start today's video. From AliExpress. Yes, another cheap product for $1.16. You can get DC to DC USB boost power regulator, 5 volts to 3.3 volts, 9 volts, 12, 24 volts desktop power module. It says that it's very easy to use. Plug in the USB or micro USB and you can output from 1.2 volts to maximum 24 volts adjustable voltage. Using this adjustable potentiometer, clockwise increase or decrease. Alright, and I got it. Here it is. Before I start to review this module, I want to say big thanks and welcome to my new subscribers, 10,000 new subscribers. Thank you for that. And if you like this kind of videos, just give a like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also to mention, thanks for all the comments that I got on the videos, and you can see I reply to almost every comment I get on the videos. Again, thank you very much, and I'm gonna give a feedback to all of you. Okay, let's review this module, which is DC to DC booster that can boost the voltage from, it says here, from 3.5 volts to 12 volts to 1.2 volts to 24 volts. Okay, that is good. You also have here points where you can solder voltage input, but this module have USB male connector and we're gonna power it through that, or you can use it the micro USB connector. This is multi-turn potentiometer for adjusting the voltage. We have the voltmeter right here, one switch for turning on and off, and you have output on this connector. Also to mention that this DC to DC booster that can convert from 5 volts to, let's say, to 12 volts or 24 volts, you can use as an emergency power supply for your wireless router. Maybe you can make your own backup power source for wireless router. That is a nice idea. Okay, let's power up. Here I have a 5 volt USB connector, plug in, and it says that it's giving 12.5 volts and the maximum is 24. Let's test first. 13, 14, 15, 18, 20, whoa, 23, 25, 25.5 volts we get on output. I'm gonna measure that with my multimeter. Okay. Here we have 25.5. Let's measure that. 25.7. Whoa, it's working. Let's quickly change to another voltage with this adjustable potentiometer. Let's say 12.9 volts. Okay, measuring 13.1. Let's 12.3, 12.5. Okay. As I said, here we have a on-off switch, turning off, turning on. Alright, the switch is working. This is my USB doctor tester. We're gonna see on that how many amperes is pulling this module. Right now, without nothing plugged in, it pulls around 10 milliamperes. Okay, here is this one is 9 volt LED bulb. I'm gonna try to plug in. Okay, the 3 watt LED bulb that works on 9 volt is connected. Now we are at 4.4 volts, nothing happening. Increasing the voltage, 6.77, whoa, 7.9, and we have right here 9 volts, and is delivering or is pulling 130 milliamperes. 3 watt LED bulb working without problem. Okay, in specification it says when the input is from 2 volts to 20 volts, the output power is 3 watts. Input 20 volts to 24 volts, output power within 2.5 watts. I don't get it. What does it mean? Okay. I'm gonna make one more test using my DC geared motor. Right here we have positive, just to down the voltage to, let's say, to 3 volts, 2.6, alright, and it's working. Pulling 120 milliamperes. 120 milliamperes at 2.6 volts. Let's increase 3.7 volts, 150 milliamperes. 5 volts, 230 milliamperes. Going 8 volts, almost 500 milliamperes. That means 8 volts times 0.5 amperes. It's around 4 watts. It's pulling 4 watts and it's delivering. Okay, here I have 70 LEDs turning on. And I'm gonna increase the voltage to 3 volts, 2.6, 2.7, 2.9, 3 volts, 3 volts, super bright. It's pulling 550 milliamperes, 3 times by 500 milliamperes, that is around 1.6 watts of energy. Alright, turning off, turning on. As I said, you can power up this module with the USB connector or the micro USB connector right here, and you can use your, let's say, smartphone power adapter to get work this. You won't believe it what you can buy from Aliexpress for $1. It is this DIY module. And what is it? It's a XH-M229 desktop PC chassis power ATX transfer to adapter board power supply circuit outlet module 24-pin output terminal 24P. Yes, and it's 128 millimeters by 48 millimeters. And what can do this module, I'm gonna explain it very shortly. Let's open. Take a look what you get for $1. I can't believe it. This whole module with 2, 4, 6, 8 banana female connectors. You have 4 fuses for each output, one on-off switch and one LED for indicating that the board is powered on. We have ground, negative 12 volts, positive 12 volts, ground, positive 5 volts, ground, 3.3 volts and ground. This is awesome. With this module you can use your old or new ATX power supply from the computer. In my case I'm using this very old ATX power supply. It's around 300 watts. It's working, that is good, and have the connector that fits on this module. Let's try it now. Yep, there are 2 places left, but it's supposed to be like that. Alright. Some of you will ask why my ATX power supply is open, because I needed to change the fan. The fan was not working properly, so I changed it with this transparent, and it have LEDs. And now I'm gonna power on in 3, 2, 1. Yes! Working! Turning off. Ooh, I like it. And the fan is cool too, with those green, yellow, red, blue LEDs. Alright. Now I'm gonna measure with my multimeter the output voltages. Okay, as I said, with my multimeter I'm gonna measure the voltages. First I'm gonna measure negative 12 volts and ground. We get 11.486 negative, and this way ground and plus 12 volts we have 12.2 volts. That is alright. Okay, now measure the 5 volts. Alright, and now the 3.3 volts. Great, this is working great. Let's measure again. Nothing, turning on. 3.3 volts. Okay, now I'm gonna hook up a light bulb. Alright, how many amperes? .6 amperes. This car bulb is pulling 1.6 amps. Turning off, turning on. Yep, 3 volts LED strip, and see that it work. Whoa, yep, it's giving 3.3 volts, and I'm powering my LED strip with 70 LEDs. Great. One good thing about using a ATX power supply from the computer, and when the power is going on, when you short negative or ground with positive, the protection is on and saving your ATX off on. One more time, short protection. Yep, working great. I still can't believe it. How they do it for $1 to place so much electronic components with the connectors, with the fuses, with the switch, with the board. Amazing. By the way, this is awesome product for making your DIY power supply and use your old ATX power supply box. From Aliexpress, look what you can order for $1.26. It's a LCD display PWM pulse signal generator module with adjustable duty cycle and wide frequency range. Looking very cool. It says that can work from frequency. You can choose the frequency from 1 Hz to 150 kHz adjustable. You can adjust also the duty cycle from 0 to 100% adjustable. Power input from 3 volts and maximum 30 volts. You have frequency up, frequency down buttons. You have duty up and duty down buttons. And also here we have PWM output and the signal output and the ground. So tiny board. The dimension is 32 millimeters by 52 millimeters. And now I'm gonna weight. $13 grams. Okay. And the processor number is HT1621B. It's a beautiful board. Just to remove this protect sheet. Oh, very nice. And module specs are that this module is working, it says, from 3.3 volts maximum to 30 volts DC voltage. The frequency range is 1 Hz to 150 kHz. Also the frequency accuracy is about 2%. Signal is carrying capacity, the output current can be around 5 to 30 milliamperes. The ambient working temperature -20 +70 degrees. Alright. Communication standard 900 and 600 bps, data bits 8, stop bits 1, check digit none, control none. Alright. Let's power up. Yep, working fine. The output is right now 7 Hz and the duty cycle is 50%. Let's change a little bit. Okay, let's say to 19. Power off, and will it remember that? Yes, that is a nice feature. Alright, this is better. Power up again. Okay. We have 4 push buttons. As I said, Two of them are for adjusting the frequency and other two are for adjusting the duty cycle. It goes from 0 to 100% duty cycle, 000, and the frequency right now is set on 19 Hz and can go maximum to 150 kilohertz. Just to grab my multimeter. Okay, this multimeter can measure hertz and duty cycle. Okay, right now on the module is set the duty cycle 60% and the frequency is set on 136 Hertz. Let's measure that first. Yes, 136.47 Hertz. Ooh, nice. Let's change a little bit to, let's say, now we are at 1.45 kilohertz and measure that. Correct, 1.454 kilohertz, and the duty cycle is 60%. Let me change to duty and test that. 59.9. This is awesome and very accurate. I can't believe it. Let's change to 72% duty cycle. 71.9. I can't believe it. Change to Hertz. 1.45 kilohertz. Oh, let's go up to the maximum of 150 kilohertz. 6, 8, 9. This one is 88.7 kilohertz. 88.7, 88.9. It's a little bit off, but it's good. Going more. Here it is, the maximum. 150 kilohertz. Look, this is great. This is great power with modulation, with hertz and duty cycle. Let's go to 100%. Going here to duty cycle. Okay. What it says? 100%. 99. 96.9. Alright. Alright. This is good. I hook up a speaker just to demonstrate, and I think that you can hear it. It's very high pitch, but I'm gonna go down. Can you hear it? I changed the frequency and the sound is changed. And the duty cycle too. This is awesome. And you're gonna ask, what is the purpose of this frequency and duty cycle generator? So when we design a frequency sensitive circuit, such as a filter or AC amplifier. We use a frequency generator to generate signals or different frequencies. This is great module and I like it, and it's cheap, and I'm gonna do some cool and crazy projects with this. From Aliexpress. Look what module you can order, and it's very useful. And what is it? It's a power failure automatic switching standby battery lithium battery module, 5 volt to 48 volt universal emergency converter, and it's $1 from Aliexpress, and I got it. I love popping the bubbles. The model is YX850 emergency converter, and here it is the circuit diagram how you can connect this. On the right connector go the load, the battery, and the power from the adapter. Emergency converter. Power supply, battery, and load require the same voltage. That means you need to load the battery and the power adapter with the same voltage of 12 volts or 9 volts. Oh, automatically switch battery power after power failure. Oh, let's take a look the board. On this right connector is the output voltage, or we connect the load. This connector is for connecting the battery, and here it is going the DC power from the adapter. One relay for switching, one big, how many this is, 10 amperes diode, and let's try it now. So what this module do? Automatically switch from power adapter to battery after power failure, and this one is handy for network router. And now I'm gonna show you how to connect. Here I have a female DC plug that will go from the power adapter for the router, going here. We have positive and negative 9 volts, and should be connected where it says DC power adapter. Okay. Positive. And we have a red light, meaning that it's working. I'm going to measure the output on this connector where it's giving the load. We should get 9 volts. Yes, 9 volts. And now here I have two 18650 batteries that together connected in serial will give around 8 volts. Okay, and this one will go positive right here on the positive side. Okay, and this one is the negative. We're gonna get around 9 8 volts, sorry. Okay, measure 9.1 volt now is giving, and right now the output is from the power adapter. But let's say disconnect the power adapter, measure again, and we should get 8 volts. Yes, it's switched to battery. When I power the adapter, switching on. Now I'm gonna connect the router. Everything is set up. Let me explain very quickly how this works again. We have two inputs. One is for the power adapter and one is for the battery. On this connector we have output or the load. In this case I'm using the router. So when it comes to the power failure, power of the adapter, this module will automatically switch without interrupt the power to battery, and the network router will work alright. I have added a cable that goes from the output load to the DC jack going to the network. We have a green light, and right now the output load should be 9 volts, and the red LED meaning that it's working on the power adapter. But let's say there is a power failure, power off. Yes, we have green light, meaning that right now we are on the, yes, we get 8 volts. And the network router is working still on the batteries. This is just for example, I'm using 8 volt, but you will need to have the same voltage as the power adapter. This is just for example and testing. Alright, working fine, and this module is must have for your network router to work without problem. Now I'm gonna turn on the power adapter just to see will it switch. Yes, power switch. Green LEDs working, meaning network is working fine. I hope you liked today's video presentation of how you can use this awesome module and make your backup power for network router. Please give a like, share and subscribe to my channel. See ya! For $1 you can make a power failure emergency converter with batteries. I can't believe it. Okay, here it is, more simple example to show you how this automatically power failure switch works. I have connect a light bulb, and right now it's running on the power adapter, but when the power adapter failure, automatically will switch on the batteries. Look, there is little delay, but nothing to worry about. Power adapter, backup battery. From Aliexpress, of course, for $2.62 you can get, that is with discount, the regular price is 2.8. okay, you can get this multifunctional pliers, mini foldable stainless steel knife, turtle back pliers, keychain, camping, EDC tools, travel kits. And they have a video, screwdriver, pliers. It's small, you can keep it in your pocket. It's awesome. And here it is. I have it for some time and I like it because it's small and you can transform from keychain to pliers. Look, small pliers. How amazing is that? Also it have a screwdriver. What is this? Maybe a knife for nails. And this one, I don't know what is it. It's a screwdriver. I like it and I'm using it a lot. It's like an emergency tool in your pocket and can be folded like this and be a keychain. Link in description below if you want it. From Aliexpress, of course. That was all for today's video. Please give a like, share and subscribe to my channel. See ya!